Love is a universal energy that's eternal. Love is God. Love actually has nothing to do with romance. Love isn't about an attachment. Love isn't about a desire. Because love actually doesn't go away. I've gone through a lot, but I think everybody has. It wasn't until my more recent, more or less heartbreak, where I really learned the most about myself. You know, when you hit like low moments and low points, you find out a lot about your character. And I essentially had to kind of reinvent myself. You know, did a lot of soul searching. And even the process with graduating law school, I had to do a lot of soul searching and helping my mother, and just accepting the fact that loved ones come and go, right? So many forms of heartbreak, but it molds you to become stronger. So in my case, my stepfather died while I was in law school. It kind of shook my family up. So I had to I stepped up, you know, for my family, but that was my last semester of law school. I was forced to actually, I had to drop a course, so I couldn't graduate with my classmates that I came into law school with. And it's weird, like, it kind of messed with my identity. And while at the same time, you know, me and my ex, we split up, and you know, I went through essentially about a year or so of like depression. Your identity is so important, but it isn't totally formed until you hit lows, right? Troughs in the wave of life.
Ambition is the desire, the drive to attain and achieve something that you don't have, something that's beyond you. You may be able to envision it, but it's that will to get something that you don't have already, like in your possession. You know what I mean? Let's say an accolade, for example. But it has to be something that you are like striving for. But that energy there, that will and drive is ambition.
I know my mother, she fled here to the States in, what was it, I think 89, on asylum, and gave birth to me in Trenton, New Jersey. But she's always reminded me how she never planned on raising me in the United States. She always made it apparent that her goal was just to give birth to me here and go back to Liberia.
So, your mom marries your stepdad. How do you feel about him?
So yeah, so he's deceased now. But growing up, you know, a love-hate relationship. I've always had respect for him.
Yeah.
Because he actually essentially like adopted me.
Mm-hmm.
Like my biological father works and lives in Liberia.
Okay.
But my mother met my stepdad, I think I was 3 or 4 years old.
Gotcha.
And then what my mom described to me was that I was a really rambunctious, like angry child. There was a point in time when they were gonna like expel me from school, you know what I mean? Because it was just me and my mom. And she said once he came into the picture, I tightened up. So the idea that, so basically a father figure, a male figure in my life literally like changed my attitude and everything.
Wow.
So, you know, I respect that presence, you know, but unfortunately, he made it pretty apparent, pretty well known and established that he wasn't my father.
What is work?
Work is essentially like tasking yourself. It's like completing tasks. That process of going through the completion of like tasks and things like that, that's work.
You're about to go take the bar exam.
to get that Esquire next to your name. How do you feel right now, and like, what do you anticipate feeling when you pass?
So in my mind, I'm already a lawyer. But what I anticipate feeling is a sense of triumph when I pass the bar. The thing is, it's like you gotta envision the feeling and then chase it. You know what I mean? We're always we chase feelings. You know what I mean? Those are really the goals when we set these goals. Really looking for what we think it's gonna feel like. You know what I mean? To achieve whatever that is.
Yeah.
But I actually think it'll feel great. I think once I see that I pass, I think it'll feel amazing. But it's just literally, it'll be a new beginning. Then more work starts, and it keeps happening. You keep trying to achieve, and I realize, like, with ambition, it's almost like energy. In essence, it never dies. You know what I mean? Like your ambition just changes, more or less like the meander of like a river or a stream or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? It just changes direction, right? But it becomes anew. It never goes away. So past the bar, then is the next thing gonna be, then what? It's gonna be a new accomplishment, a new achievement.
Power is being able to move people, make decisions that people have to abide by. Power is influence, but then they go hand in hand.